Okay, hello. This is Paltas Error Instruments, and I'm here with Stijn Kuipers.
This is not rocket science.
From This Is No Rocket Science, yes. And and it's of course about the white rabbit that we made here together, like a collaboration, this model. And we want to talk a little bit about it, not too much, because it's just finding spots is the best to learn and do. What can we tell about it, Stijn?
It's a delay, it's a reverb, and it's full of sort of glitchy extremes.
Yes, it's a kind of experimental and extreme DSP to the max. So we always looking to the borders of sound. And we found out that that's also possible if you do this on a high quality DSP. And of course, my friend Stijn lives also in Amsterdam, and we think, okay, let's do this. Let's already program something that is crazy by software, and then design it and make it affordable in a quality that is amazing. And so we put some development in this to create it. We got some help from Maho Swayman. We got the switches, so we have some parts, and also we make it stereo. And the basics is actually there's a knob here to the left, that is the delay, and to the right there is a reverb. In the middle it's muted, there's no effect. Then there's an X knob over here, the big one, and there's an I knob over here. Both knobs can use with control voltage. Under here there's a wet and dry, so the amount of effects and the amount of the original signal that you put in. And there is two inputs and two outputs that can be stereo or mono 2 times, or whatever you like. For the sound effects, maybe Stijn can tell us something about how the stereo things work.
Yes. Let's see. We have the. Yay!
Okay.
Of course, yeah. We get distracted. The both sides of the effects, delay and reverb, take stereo signals and produce a stereo output.
Yeah.
But for the first delay, the standard delay, it keeps the left input on the left side, so you sort of get 2 independent delays, or you can cross them over with a patch cable for self-patching. For the second one, the ping pong delay, it's if you have a stereo signal connected, it will cross them over and keep crossing them over in the feedback, so it gets really wide.
Yeah.
If you only have one cable connected, it will actually make it stereo anyway. So you could just use one channel and put a second jack in the other channel, so the other channel would get empty sound. Otherwise, it would just copy the same signal to both jacks.
Yes, and you have 2 times mono.
But the 2 times the mono, it would still make it slightly more stereo with some
right.
DSP tricks.
What is also the idea? This is programmed in different modes. You have a switch here. The first one it's a kind of more normal, almost like tape-like, like a loop. And the more you go down, that's the crazier it's gonna be. The last one, the error one, you can also do a self-oscillation. So you take the output back into the input to make an oscillator sound, a kind of self-oscillation. And then you can use the X and the I to play with this self-oscillation like a kind of oscillator if you want to. But it's really not like circuit band, it's programmed like it. It's the idea to do it like that, and that was what was make it really interesting. Now we have soundscaper in there. We will show it with some with some sounds without any stops, and we will do it with drums that you can hear what some differences. Interesting. As you see, we can really go mad. That's why it's error also, and we of course don't want to have too much traditional things, but you can also do the traditional things. But we want to bend the codes to the max. And yeah, Stein really helped also, of course, with this wave programming and how we do this. It's really interesting because it's a totally different workflow that we used to use with more through hole circuit bending kind of ways, chips, analog. This is yeah, really interesting for us. We also yeah, want to show it with drum sounds. There's the new wobbler over here. The new wobbler is an LFO, and it's actually two things, but officially it's three things.
Yeah.
It's officially three things, I think. But in general, you can call it an LFO and a drum machine these days. But the drum machine, it's split in two things. It's like in a sampler, and also it's split in a kind of wave drum machine with real drums that you can tweak on every knob. We go into this also in a different movie. So first we're gonna listen the basics for the White Rabbit model, how drum sounds in there, and later we go in the details about the wobbler. Yes, let's trigger some wobbler. Let's take the output out. Yeah. And then we get some pulse from here. Do we need a pulse now? Yeah.
Well, you can also manually just give it a drum. Let's have some more sounds first, so you can hear that without.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's first show the White Rabbit with some drum sounds.
Yeah.
What's the regular trigger input? This one. Yeah. Sorry, I'm looking from the side. Okay, let's play a little bit around. We can do it a little bit louder. Sounds really interesting. Drums on delays, but reverbs, if you want to have the Berghain effect and you make some techno, you want to have a hole, and then we go to the reverb. Of course, that's the most coolest things, drum and reverbs. Oh yes. was about the White Rabbit to put drums and to put the soundscaper and the wobbler in this, and you can take this over the top. It's one of the best, if you ask me honestly, effect processors if it's about delay and reverb. And it was also something that I always missed, and I'm really happy with it. We're going to another movie to go some deeper into the wobbler, and that's not in this movie. I want to thank everybody for watching. This is already released yesterday. It was a releasing price, a little bit good price, but also there are a lot already sold out. So it's possible we still have a few, but it's not so that we have thousands of them. There will be more in a few weeks anyway. Thank you for watching. Everybody who already ordered, that we have. So everybody who have it, we have it, and we send it already. So no worries about that. Thank you. Be good.